Right now at 10, a new program in La Crosse is helping people on the autism spectrum.
And the La Crosse County Board votes on civilian police reviews.
Plus, a Republican finally enters the race for Wisconsin's U.S. Senate seat.
Watching WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown.
A Winona area public schools teacher is in jail tonight on 3 police charges of criminal sexual conduct. Police booked 29-year-old Eric Berth into Winona County Detention Center this afternoon. The school district website says Berth teaches gym at Winona Senior High School. News 8 Now has requested comment from the school district. We will update this story on all of our digital platforms when more info is released.
A La Crosse Democrats bill adding protections for kids in human trafficking cases has passed the Assembly. Jill Billings introduced the bill to ensure kids can testify remotely in human trafficking cases. A statement today reads in part, "This legislation is a crucial step forward to protect victims. While I am encouraged that my legislation allowing more children to testify remotely received unanimous approval today, there is much more work to do to advance the interests of justice and end trafficking in Wisconsin."
The city of Onalaska is pausing alternate side parking over lack of snow. Onalaska's Common Council voted to pause alternate side parking through March 15th when the parking regulations would normally end. In the event of a winter storm, the Public Works Director may reinstate alternate side parking for 48 hours, and they'll be announcing those changes if they come on the city's website and social media. Definitely noticed the chillier conditions.
Yeah.
That wind was a little strong today.
It was a little strong, and apparently it is going to be getting a little bit more intensified. We do have some sun still, though, but lower temperatures and higher wind, right, Greg?
It's going to feel more like February tomorrow, definitely. It's going to feel cold for some, but won't be far from what we should be expecting for February. Today was colder than we were yesterday, but still most of the high temperatures were above average. We look at the map outside. You can see about mid to upper 30s for most locations. Where they had snowpack on the ground, it was a little bit cooler, but still that is above average. You look at departure, you only have to get back to central Minnesota where you're pretty much near where you should be, but it is a substantial drop that we had prior to Valentine's Day. Overall, big picture shows that it is colder air up to the north that will be coming down, so we will feel more like February coming right now. Overall, temperatures have dropped pretty good where there is a snowpack and some clearing skies up to the north. Already 17 in Eau Claire. Further north, it's actually in the single digits. There's that system that's passing through, but that'll pass to the south, bringing more cloud cover. What it will do is turn the winds around to the north starting tomorrow. That's going to put the temperature a little bit colder tomorrow. And notice the wind chills will start coming down tomorrow. The temperatures only climb into 25 degrees, and that northwest wind begins to pick up. Same story for Eau Claire, but even colder. They will struggle to even get probably to 20 by noon with that northwest wind picking up. So once again, we're going to plan out, really definitely going to need the winter gear tomorrow, but the wind chill is going to be even colder as we go into Friday evening and Friday night. I'll break that down and how cold it might be for this weekend before we do warm up next week. All that coming a bit later.
All right.
Okay,
Thank you,
bundle
Greg.
it for now. Thank you, Greg. The La Crosse County Board of Supervisors held their monthly meeting tonight to go over pressing issues that can affect your community.
And one of the topics is a plan to have a police oversight board for the community, and that board came to a decision tonight. News 8 Now, Shaquille Davis is live in studio to give us more information on tonight's meeting. Shaq?
Ken, Emily, we've been following this story all day, and the board actually came to a 15-10 vote to pass the resolution of a civil review board. County Board Member Margaret Larson tells me that this gives a voice to the voiceless.
It's being called a civilian review board, and it all started, what we're considering tonight is the recommendation that came from the Study Committee on Policing.
Larson continues in saying that this board will receive comments, concerns, and complaints from people who have had negative interaction with law enforcement who feel they can't go to the police to complain. She also makes a point to clear up any misconception of the role this review board will have.
The Civilian Review Board has no authority over the police. That's part of state statute. Only police and fire commissions have oversight and authority.
If you bring a matter to the board against law enforcement, the board will proceed in letting you know what your options are.
And maybe all a person would want to do is be heard. But maybe they want to go a little further and make sure that that word gets to the police department or whatever that would have been involved.
She also says that filing a formal complaint is an option as well. She also believes the biggest question right now is finding the right members for the civil board. They are looking for
knowledge, understanding of policing and why things are done the way they are done, as well as a connection or an understanding of, I guess I'd say, the groups of people that traditionally have not been trusting police.
The plan is for it to be a 2-year pilot program to see if any complaints are made. She says if no complaints are made, then in her opinion, that is good. Regardless, she feels this plan is very much needed.
Some of us, people living in white skins, do know people who don't live in white skins, have had some difficulty with law enforcement. And even though a majority of people in this community may think there's not a problem, I'd like to find out if there is.
Despite the approval, the one major argument that arose was that this was an issue for the city of La Crosse, not the county. One board member even proposed that the resolution be postponed until the May 16th board meeting. Ken, Emily?
All right.
Thank you, Shaq.
Multimillionaire businessman Eric Hovde will run for Wisconsin's U.S. Senate. Hovde will enter as a Republican to challenge incumbent Tammy Baldwin, who is seeking a third term. Hovde unsuccessfully ran for Senate in 2012, voicing support for overturning the Affordable Care Act and Roe v. Wade. UWL political science professor Anthony Chergosky says Hovde brings a sigh of relief for Republicans. Not only does the party finally have a candidate, it has one who can put a lot of personal money into a race. But he says Hovde will still have plenty to do to connect with voters.
Voters don't know a lot about Eric Hovde. And so for his campaign, they're going to have to act quickly to generate a positive impression of him. I think Democrats feel like they can take the Tim Michels playbook and use it for Eric Hovde, portray him as an out-of-touch, out-of-state billionaire who is not someone Wisconsinites would want to have representing them.
Tammy Baldwin is one of 23 incumbent Democrats looking to retain their seats and party majority in the Senate.
For people on the autism spectrum, connecting with others can be tough. A new program called Islands of Brilliance is trying to change that.
The program recently started at the La Crosse Public Library and is connecting neurodiverse teens and young adults by teaching them creative skills. News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall joins us live in the studio with the latest. Jeremy.
Ken, Islands of Brilliance is a Milwaukee-based nonprofit run by Brilliant Fellows. They're local educators and artists helping people on the autism spectrum use their hands-on skills.
Jameson Bullard loves creativity.
I'm a big art fan. When I was a kid, I used to do like a lot of art stuff.
Every week, he gets to pursue his passion for art in the Islands of Brilliance program. Launched in 2012, the program pairs children with autism with designers who teach them different skills.
As somebody who is autistic and neurodivergent, it's hard to feel like you belong because oftentimes people with neurodivergence get excited about things, and people are, you can talk about that later, you can do that later, and this is a space for them to explore those special interests.
The skills include learning how to express yourself, developing interaction skills, and building connections with others. This was Bullard's first class. He tells News 8 Now he's already learning something.
Like learning how to help the community and be helpful.
The participants will learn these skills both physically and electronically. Educator Danielle Check says programs like these are critical for people with disabilities.
Frankly, there's not a lot of programs for young adults who have disabilities, especially in growing up in like education. You don't always get someone that says, yes, let's, you can have your art and, you can explore your passions.
But they aren't the only ones learning from Islands of Brilliance.
The biggest thing is being able to reach out to many different individuals with many different backgrounds and being able to, meet them where they're at.
The program runs every week until September. Those interested in signing up can head to news8000.com. We will have a link attached to this article. Ken and Emily?
All right, good stuff. Thank you, Jeremy. A murder that's still a mystery.
The investigation continues over a 1985 homicide.
At By Goff and Rohde, we know reputation is important, and it can affect your case's outcome. If you want your case to be taken seriously, you need lawyers who are taken seriously. By Goff and Rohde, serious injuries need serious lawyers.
Hi folks, Harvey Wood of Wood Sales and Service here. As one of Wisconsin's largest Cub Cadet dealers, Wood Sales and Service is celebrating with discounts up to $1,000 on select Cub Cadet models. Cub Cadet lawnmowers, snow blowers, commercial equipment, and UTVs. We offer the best selection and service in the area with 0% 48-month financing or cash discounts. Experience the Wood Sales advantage of service before and after the sale. Wood Sales and Service, Black River Falls. Family owned and operated for 55 years. WoodSalesService.com.
President's Day is a time to honor all presidents, past and present. And at King Furniture, we're giving you the opportunity to save some presidents with huge discounts throughout the entire store, up to 60% off.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
And right now, you can get 0% financing.
So save some presidents at King.
For the record, Franklin was not a president, but you can save him too. It's the President's Day sale going on right now at King Furniture.
Nice people.
Nice furniture.
Nice style.
Is your personal injury lawyer trying to sell you a settlement that you don't think is fair? You need a lawyer who won't settle your case just to move on to the next one. Get the full compensation you deserve. Get By Goff and Rohde.
The greater La Crosse area saw a spring of violent crimes in the first few months of 1985. One murder case in particular remains one of the greater law enforcement mysteries in the region.
A gruesome murder that sent shockwaves through the entire Cooley region. In the early morning hours of Valentine's Day 1985, 24-year-old UWL student Terry Dalloway goes missing from La Crosse County. And 4 days later, her headless body is found burning in this ditch in Vernon County. And to this day, the identity of her killer remains a mystery. Anyone who knew Terry Dalloway 39 years ago would say everyone liked her. She was finishing her senior year and working nights as a bartender at Piggy's. The night she went missing, she'd driven home to the Berry Mills trailer she shared with her fiancé, Russell Lee, who was about to head to his third shift job at the Radisson Hotel.
He did not have an automobile at that time, so when she got home from work, then he took her car and went to work. So Russell Lee was the last person to see Terry Dalloway alive.
Lee told police when he got back to the trailer, the front door was open and the lights were on.
Could not find anything that would indicate foul play. The only thing that was missing was Terry Dalloway and her white poodle.
When her body was identified days later, common thought was she must have known her killer.
Suspects in custody?
Not at this time.
So that put Lee at the top of that list, reportedly having unpaid debts of at least $20,000. But he said the people he owed were close friends and wouldn't have hurt Dalloway. DNA wasn't available for law enforcement until years later, but police did find a paint chip to narrow down the kind of car Dalloway may have been in. Officials exhumed Dalloway's body in 2007, but didn't release much information, only that they may have a better idea of the tool that was used to decapitate her. The investigation cooled for years until last fall. A Madison TV station reported a health center patient in one of the city's facilities told a nurse that he was responsible for Dalloway's death. Vernon County investigators said they looked into it, but couldn't connect that person to the crime. Dalloway's head has never been found. The case has passed through generations of officers in both La Crosse and Vernon counties. Vernon County Sheriff Roy Torgerson says Dalloway's murder remains an active investigation. And over the last month, we've reached out to both La Crosse and Vernon County sheriffs asking for interviews with past officers who worked the case. Sheriff Torgerson has said he's reaching out to those individuals to connect me with them. We hope to sit down with some of those past officers in the near future.
All right, thank you, Ken. Well, it's starting to feel like February. Greg is going to tell us how much the temps are dropping and for how long.
The model year-end clearance is going on now at Doll Auto. We have 80 2023s in stock, and it's time for them to go. You'll get exceptional savings, plus financing as low as 0%. Hurry to Doll Auto today.
Welcome to Westville. Welcome to huge selection and savings. We are celebrating President's Day all month long. Take up to 5 years to pay interest-free. Need new appliances? Take 2 years to pay. Countertops? Take 3 years to pay. An adjustable base bed? Take 5 years to pay. Wesco One Sparta, where white glove delivery and setup are always free. Tell them Peyton sent you.
My doctor says I need an MRI. But where do I go? They're so expensive.
Sensible MRI costs a few hundred, not thousands. You could fill your fridge for a year with what you save. We can get you in the next day. Think of what you could do with the time you'd save. What do you have to lose? At Sensible MRI, you choose the time, you save the money, and you rest easy having your doctor refer you to Sensible MRI.
There's no better time to get started on your 2024 outdoor living project than the 2024 Early Bird Home Show, which is only at the Board Store. Visit our showroom, explore the possibilities, patio covers, operable pergolas. For year-round living, consider the cabin room or the more traditional room. Stop in, arrange for a prompt free estimate on your 2024 outdoor living project during the 2024 Early Bird Home Show, only at the Board Store.
What I love about T-Mobile is that just about anywhere you go, you're going to have coverage.
Where I live is a rural area. The coverage has been awesome.
Reliable coverage is super important for me, for my business.
And after investing billions to light up our network from big cities to small towns, T-Mobile is America's largest and fastest 5G network. See for yourself. Try T-Mobile's network free for 3 months. Your phone, our network, no strings.
Your car is worth more, $500 more, when you sell it to Dahl Auto. We'll give you an exceptional offer for your current vehicle, plus up to $500 over book value. Get more at Dahl Auto.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
Yeah, we're going to see a little bit of a change here for the next couple days. It's going to feel more like February, but the good news, it's not going to last that long. Really, we have a system that departed. The one that dropped the snow is off to the east. This little system actually is spreading snow. It'll stay south, but we'll get some of the cloud cover, and then the wraparound with that will bring some colder air down behind it as it digs further south tomorrow. So that's the one we're watching right now. Like I said, we'll see cloud cover as noted here in the morning, especially further south you go to Prairie du Chien, less as you go further north as you wake up. But the one thing to note tomorrow is the temperatures. We'll see some sun here and there, cloud cover off and on, but the temperatures won't climb that high. Actually, by noon, we're only looking at the mid-20s for most locations, even up to the lower teens as you go further north, too. So it's definitely going to be cold, and the wind will start picking up even during the afternoon hours where the sun does kind of peep out a little bit more, and towards the evening our temperatures are going to drop back down in the teens. So Friday evening is going to feel a lot more colder than we've had probably in about 3 or 4 Fridays, with temperatures probably getting down to the single digits as we go on throughout the late Friday evening. But that's just one of the stories, is the wind. You combine that, we're going to see wind chills that are going to be below zero for certain many areas. Even tomorrow at noon, you can see some of the wind chills here, single digits to even single digits below zero up to the north. So we haven't seen these in about 3 weeks. It's been quite a long time, and they're not going to improve much in the afternoon. In fact, in the evening hour, I think a lot of areas will be going below zero, maybe 5 to 10 below in certain situations. So it's definitely bundled up. If you're going to go out Friday evening, it's going to be one of the colder nights we've had in quite a long time. Even throughout Saturday morning, wind chills are still in the single digits waking up Saturday. And one thing to note with Saturday is we have another system that's going to be passing to the north, as noted here. So we'll have more cloud cover going off and on Saturday, especially further north you go. That'll keep the temperatures down a little bit. We should be warmer, but the one problem we're going to have is that's going to really enforce that west wind to start picking up. So it's going to be breezy to even windy directions as we go through Saturday, and that'll have some effects with how warm it's going to be. Right now, starting Saturday, 15 to 20, but in the afternoon, we could see 20 to 25, and these are sustained winds, especially higher elevations, open terrain areas. So it's definitely going to be breezy to windy Saturday. Even though the temperature will be warmer, it won't feel that much warmer being in the 30s. Next week, Sunday through President's Day and beyond, we are going to warm up. We got another trend coming. Temperatures are going to climb above well above 20 to 25. Potentially, some things could play out here. So a lot of the areas that don't have snow will probably get back into the 50s at some point before Thursday, when there is another cold front that'll probably be coming through about that time. So if you don't like the cold, just stay about 3 more days. We're going to get the warm temperatures back next week. But for tonight, definitely going to be colder than we've had in quite a bit of time. Some of the areas up to the north could actually be in the single digits. Down to the south, around 20 degrees. Tomorrow, it's going to be the wind chill that'll be right in the single digits above and below zero. Notice the temperatures. These are actually below average for once, which we haven't seen also in about a month to see temperatures that cold too. Otherwise, you look at the 8-day forecast, we are going to warm up a little bit Saturday, but that wind is not going to make it feel as much as 33 degrees. Then Sunday and Monday and President's Day, we start to warm back up. Tuesday and Wednesday look like the warmest day of the stretch before another cold front may come through and drop our temperatures back down. Otherwise, it's dry. It's definitely going to feel like winter tomorrow, especially tomorrow evening. It's going to be kind of a change.
I like that description. It's a chilly kind of cold.
It's comparatively speaking, I mean, for February, it's nothing unusual, but we just haven't seen it in quite a long time.
Very true. Thank you, Greg.
Thanks.
Coming up next in sports, some big-time conference matchups tonight on the hardwood, including a thriller in Galesville. Cody Schmitz and the Red Hawks looking for redemption against the rival Panthers. Rob is next.
You live a life on demand. Movies, shows, and more. Your local news, weather, and sports shouldn't be different. The 8000 Plus app is the free streaming option, giving you everything local on your time. If you have one of these, you can get this.
Earn a 25-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $40 you spend this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's a 25-cent fuel saver for every $40. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
Want to test drive U.S. Cellular's network free for 30 days?
Yeah.
Use this app. Want to do it even faster?
Here we go.
Oh, wow. U.S. Cellular works great out here. Wow. Still have 5G here, too. Hey, I wonder if U.S. Cellular lets me stream in my rec room. Yep, it's working. Hey, thanks for the lift.
Test drive U.S. Cellular's award-winning network free for 30 days.
Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin invites you to experience the thrill of gaming like never before. With 6 locations across the state, there's something for everyone. Whether you're a slots enthusiast, a poker pro, or prefer the excitement of table games, we've got you covered. Plus, indulge in delicious dining options, live entertainment, and exclusive promotions that add even more excitement to your visit. Come join the fun at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin.
It's the President's Week sale at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota, with huge store-wide savings. Plus, there's 24-month financing and free gas just for shopping Drury's. Striking sofas and chairs, solid wood bedrooms and dining rooms, and the area's best selection of premium leather. And it's all from top makers like Canadell, Smith Brothers, Flex Steel, and Stressless. Great sale prices, 24-month financing, and free gas. Now during the President's Week sale at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. Voted your favorite furniture store.
Earn a 25-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $40 you spend this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's a 25-cent fuel saver for every $40. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
The Wisconsin high school girls basketball teams in our region were wrapping up their regular season tonight, as regionals are right around the corner. The playoffs tip off on Tuesday, but a couple of rivals were looking for a big confidence booster before the postseason begins. Let's go to Aquinas. Blue Goals looking for their 102nd straight conference win. They were hosting Onalaska, pick it up in the first. Samantha Davis closing in on 1,000 points. Strong start for the sophomore. She puts it in. Aquinas in control. Blue Goats keep it going. Emma Dobbins sinks the 3. Aquinas up by 13. Hilltoppers hanging in, though. Claire Pedretti puts it in for Onalaska. Nice shot there, but back on the other end. Here's Davis doing what she does best, drives to the hole for another bucket. Her dad and older brother Johnny in the house cheering her on. Second half now, back into Davis's hand. She'll remember that basket forever. 1,000-point milestone secured as a sophomore. Davis celebrates with her dad. Blue Goals win their 102nd straight conference game, 57-39. West Salem can clinch a share of the Cooley Conference title. They travel to Galesville tonight. Pick this one up in the second half. GET's Cody Schmitz drives to the lane, pulls up for the 12-footer. Redhawks starting up by 12. But here comes the Panthers. Tamarian Henderson can't find an opening. Dishes to Joe Sullivan, the senior, coming up clutch. West Salem by 1 with 15 seconds left. Schmitz would connect for 1 of 2 from the line. That sends it to OT. Extra frame. Mason Brown gets it to the baseline, kicks it to Schmitz. He buries the triple. Redhawks up 3. Visitors keeping pace. Henderson drives the lane, lays it in for 2. A trip to the line. 3-point play has the Panthers up 1. Redhawks keep battling. Visitors, Henderson comes up with the steal. Runway cleared for flight 1. Destination, the hoop. West Salem extends its lead. Panthers clinch at least a share of the conference title as they pull away in the extra frame, 109-94. Big one in the Scenic Bluffs. Royal and Bangor meeting for the first time this season. Panthers closed out the first half on a 17-2 run. Second half, Royal right back to work. Carter Upna, strong drive to the hole. Panthers up 11. Cardinals clawing back, though. Bangor swings it. Hayden Massman knocks down the triple. Home team within 6. Royal responds. Upna this time giving it up. Perfect find to Landon Lipke down low. Lead back up to 8. And the Panthers keep feeding the big man. The 6'7 junior puts in another. Royal still in control. And the visitors gaining momentum down the stretch. Tyrus Wilds, corner 3, you bet. Panthers up 8 with 4 minutes to play. Bangor battling back, though. Other end. Nolan Mitchek, tough finish in the paint. Cardinals within 3, but the Panthers punch right back. Wilds to Upna for the score. Royal goes back up by 5. Panthers pull away as they get a huge conference win on the road. 55-45. Panthers student section showing their support all night. These two teams will meet again next Thursday in Elroy. Cerise Sackett night at West Salem. Panthers recognizing the only senior on the squad for senior night. And the Cooley Conference champs looking ready for the playoffs. First half action. Megan Johnson splashes home the 3. Panthers in front. And the 3-point party continuing for West Salem. Josie Brudos knocks it down. Then a cross-court pass to Johnson right on the money. She splashes home another triple. Then it's Sam Niemeyer in the corner. Same spot, same result. Panthers rolling this one 80-40. Dairyland Large leaders Whitehall hosting Augusta tonight. First half, the Lady Norse's Tiana Loving can't connect, but Olivia Killian is there with the rebound and the putback. Home team up by 2. Later, more from Whitehall. In the lane, Killian putting in the work off the glass for another 2. Lady Norse are Dairyland Large Conference champs for the first time in a decade as Whitehall gets the win 79-48. La Crescent Hoka coming across the river to face Luther tonight. First half action, Allie Zittel gets it on the wing, hesitates, knocks down the triple. Lady Knights would go out to a 16-point lead in the first half. Pick it up second half now. Zittel still feeling it. Gets all nylon on this one. Luther still in control, but the Lancers come storming back. Malia Moldenhauer hitting some clutch triples, including this one, to give the Lancers the lead for the first time tonight. But Luther has an answer. Zittel getting the N1 here to put the game away. She and the Knights get the last laugh. They take it 57-50. So a busy night for our high school teams. Can't forget about Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, NCAA all-time women's scoring record.
Yes, and fun fact, she's number 22. Birthday is on January 22nd, my birthday. And she's 22 years old. So she had a great golden year. It's her golden birthday, and she's getting the gold. All right, guys? All right.
Thanks, Rob.
We'll see you after this.
Right now with Papa Murphy's, we've got a great deal.
Which means I make more great pizza.
Like our $9.99 XLNY pizza. It's everything you'd expect from a classic New York-style pizza, hot and fresh out of your oven. Order now at papamurphys.com.
President's Day is a time to honor all presidents, past and present. And at King Furniture, we're giving you the opportunity to save some presidents with huge discounts throughout the entire store, up to 60% off.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
And right now, you can get 0% financing.
So save some presidents at King.
For the record, Franklin was not a president, but you can save him too. It's the President's Day sale going on right now at King Furniture.
Nice people.
Nice furniture.
Nice style.
February is Career and Technical Education Awareness Month.
In the next 10 years, our area will need to fill over 15,000 jobs requiring a technical education. From healthcare to carpentry, these careers are in high demand.
Minnesota State College Southeast and News 8 want to encourage awareness of career and technical education programs and their many benefits.
Go to southeastmn.edu to learn more. Minnesota State College Southeast and News 8, keeping our community educated.
It's a textbook case. Out of sight, out of mind.
Couldn't they see the signs?
Here, look at the autopsy report. The signs are all there. A plugged vent, rust buildup, dirty flame sensor, and loose wiring. No sign of maintenance. The list goes on and on.
What about the filter?
Don't get me started on the filter.
Well, what does your gut tell you, Rook?
Gotta be someone close to the victim.
Someone with access.
I know who our suspect is.
If you suspect something is up with your HVAC system, call G&T Heating and Air Conditioning today.
News 8 Now and the Co-op Credit Union are taking part in Chase the Chill.
Chase the Chill is a project across North America that provides warm clothing to people in need. Scarves, hats, and gloves are hung on trees in parks with notes attached to them, letting people know they can take them.
Co-op Credit Union and our community are conducting our own Chase the Chill campaign from December through February.
Together, we can keep our community warm this winter.
Donations will be accepted at the Co-op Credit Union location in Alaska.
At first, I used Better Than Bouillon for broth, and then stir fries, sauces, even marinades. And now there's the culinary collection. Italian herb for pasta, smoky chipotle for fajitas. It's like the deliciousness never ends. Make everything better with Better Than Bouillon.
3 years. That is how long Donald Obert has been driving a bus for Hillsborough schools.
After over 9,000 days driving children to school, today was his last.
The 88-year-old is a retired dairy farmer who enjoys making syrup and mushroom hunting.
Don offered to start driving kids when there was a shortage of bus drivers in the area back in 1971, and he never looked back.
Obert told News 8 Now his favorite part about bus driving.
What's your favorite part about working in the school as a bus driver?
I guess the kids. I enjoy the kids.
Now, truth be told, Don was hesitant about leaving, but he is excited to spend his retirement relaxing on the farm.
Good for him. Well deserved. That is dedication right there.
It sure is. Well done, Don.
All right. We'll have one more check on your forecast when we come back.
Ashley's President's Day sale is going on now. Shop incredible hot buys, your choice just $6.99. Or shop in-store for designer deals as low as $17 per month or $999.99. With 0% interest for 5 years with no minimum purchase, in-store only. Only at Ashley.
There's no telling what's in store with Wisconsin Lottery scratch games. It's paradise. In this $5 game, if the total for any one roll equals 7, you win the corresponding prize. You could also win double or 5 times the prize, up to $50,000. Instant scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery. Odds are you'll like them.
The 2024 Early Bird Home Show is your opportunity to transform the exterior of your home into something truly better than new. New seamless steel siding or attractive vinyl siding, new soffit, fascia, gutters, and window trim. Even new windows and doors will make your home better than new. Call, visit, or reach out online for a prompt free estimate on transforming the exterior of your home during the 2024 Early Bird Home Show, only at the Board Store.
I'm Kelly Wild. It's 102.7 WKBH. When my grandmother passed away, my mom gifted me with her Bohemian cookbook. I found one recipe for a soup, and written on top of it, in my grandmother's beautiful handwriting, was, "She really loves this." So I cook up a small batch, bring it over to my mom, and she says, "What is this?" I said, "It's your favorite soup from Grandma Palda's cookbook." Then my mom said she would make this for her dog Ginger when she couldn't go to the bathroom.
It's time to vote for Best of La Crosse County. Pick your favorites in each category now through all of February. We'll announce all of the winners on April 1st. Vote for this business today on bestoflacrossecounty.com.
Presented by River Valley Remodelers.
At Elmiro Vineyard, we're more than food and wine. We offer a variety of live music, classes, yoga, and festivals. Visit our Facebook page for a list of our current events. We invite you for the full experience. Elmiro Vineyard in Trempealeau.
Ashley's President's Day mattress sale is going on now. Shop incredible President's Day mattress hot buys. Your choice just $6.99. Plus, save up to $1,000 on select mattresses. For better sleep and savings, visit your local Ashley store or ashley.com to shop the President's Day mattress sale.
All right, tomorrow definitely will feel the chill. 26 is below average. We should be about 30, 31, 32. So the first time in a long time, along with a wind chill that'll be in the single digits above or below zero. In fact, Eau Claire may struggle to get to 20. So it's the first time we've been below average probably since January for high temps. It's going to be breezy Saturday. Won't be as warm, but if you like the warmer temperatures, that'll come later next week.
Yeah, tomorrow is going to be a chilly kind of cold.
Yeah, sure will. Thanks for joining us tonight at 10.
We'll see you tomorrow.